Morning. How are you doing? If you're out there and then you can hear me or you can't hear me, give me something. Am I on? Actually, let me check my audio. I should be okay. Yeah, I should be okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, SJMD. Hello. I saw the video. I forgot to comment, message you. That was great turn up. That was a Philippine SJMD sent me a video. I think it was a Philippines Godo Geiko camp. I think Kendo camp. That was great. Oh, thank you, George. Getting old, man. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna do any, you know, usual training today. I hurt my toe last night, and my back is not in good shape today. Oh, Shinsa seminar, that was great, and I was surprised that they were speaking in English. Philippines, English is official language as well in Philippines. Oh, first time in Philippines. Nice. Very good. Very good. Good morning. Oh, nice. So SJMD is talking to me now, so probably you guys can hear me, right? All right, cool. All right. I hope you guys are doing well today. And it's a good day here in Indiana. Very sunny, no clouds. It's a little bit warm today, actually. In the morning, it's been quite chilly, but Lapis, yes, it's my birthday. Thank you, Lapis. You can hear me. Good. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Thank you, SJMD. All right, today is nice and easy because my back hasn't been in a good shape. I have a back problem. It's been ever since I was 15, 14. I was junior high school. No, it's 13, 14. So it's been there for a long time. おはようございます, Zach. So my back is not feeling good. So let's do a little bit of workout. And if you came here to pump up, okay, let's do just some workout. I'm sorry, I can't do usual workout today. All right, so just nice and light today. And if you have questions, let's have a chat. All right, let's have a chat because it hurts everywhere. So I'm old, getting old. Okay, so let's do some stretch. Yeah. Leave me some comments and questions. Let me know if you have some questions from your training or if you cannot ask anyone else. But, if you have a real name showing here, probably you don't want to ask me any personal question. But if you cannot ask any questions to your senpai or sensei, you can personal message me too if you want, you know. All right. And my favorite, I'm going to share my favorite stretch for my back is first, easy one. If you have a chair, right? If you have a chair, isn't it good? I've been showing this to you guys. If you have a chair, do this and keep your back straight and move forward. And you can stretch here, butt muscle. Of course, breathe out. And then you don't want to feel pain, because if you feel pain, your body says, oh, this is not good. So they get tight. So you feel little stretch. That's good. Nice and stretch. Okay, good, 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 good. Breathe out. So your tummy goes forward. Okay. Now, you don't want to roll your back when you do this. Your tummy and your chest go towards your leg. This is good. You can do it when you're working. This one is pretty bad. I don't know why. This is good stretch. I feel it's funny, but I'm gonna say it. Comfortable pain. I feel it. I feel a little pain, more soreness, but it's not like ah. So I think that's good. Okay, and again. Little book says 30 seconds. You know, when you stretch and tummy towards your leg. Right, this is one thing you can do. And almost 50 years I have lived. And another good stretch, the same kind of thing, but on the floor. I'm gonna do the right butt first. The same thing, but just sitting. So cross your legs like this. So your right leg on top of your left. Apparently, I'm flexible, so if you cannot cross like this, that's fine. The whole point is you stretch your butt. So from here you cross, right? And chest towards your knee. Breathe out. Okay. And usually this is called, I know what it is called in Japanese, still stretch. It's not dynamic stretch. So apparently, if you do still, if you before your training, you have to pump up, right? So apparently, dynamic stretch is better. Uh, but of course, it depends on other the other side, right? Left foot, not left foot, left knee on top of your right knee, and then chest and tummy towards your knee. So you don't want to roll your back when you do this. When you roll, it doesn't stretch as much. So, all right. Okay, good. And another good one is have your front one knee or one leg. So I'm gonna do my right one first, right leg, right, and then have my other foot, other leg behind. Okay, so it's like this. It's like this, right? And then here you want to stretch your butt. It's all butt stretch. Okay. Yeah, and like beforehand, before you train, you need to have blood flow going. So it's always good to have some, light warm up and then stretch. So dynamic stretch is a kind of mixture. So you are moving and stretching at the same time. That's the kind of idea. I see. I see someone is asking questions. Maybe I'm gonna get close to the screen so I can read what you wrote. So can you give me a little bit? A little more time to stretch. It's important to breathe, isn't it? Okay. And then I think it's good. And then it hurts. My knee hurts. Here, stretch this muscle. So I'm stretching thigh, left thigh, and hopefully in here too, in tummy. Again, keep your back straight. I don't want you to go like that. Just reasonable. Okay, and then go forward. Okay, let's stretch. Knee hurts. I had a surgery on this knee, and it got some screwy in my knee, so kind of hurts. All righty. And probably you gotta go like this, and then you can stretch this side too. Okay. All right. Okay, let's read. Oh, Zach. Yeah, before training, doing dynamic stretching. Oh, good is good. Then static. That's right, static. Cool down and increase flexibility. Yeah. Thank you for the information, Zach. If you don't know what I'm reading, here. So before training, doing dynamic stretch is good. Then statics. So some blood flow going. I think. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate your sharing your knowledge. I saw some. I'm still learning. Just kind of. Probably you if you see Olympics or something, an athlete going like this, it's kind of dynamic stretch as well. They're stretching. So the point here is that you have to have your blood flow, right? Pump up a little bit. So and then at the same time, you don't want to move too quickly because your muscles are tight. So you dynamic stretching. So you have to stretch your muscles. So you don't want to do subtle movement when your body is not warmed up yet. So that's good. Kendo, I think I told you, always we have right foot forward, right hand forward. So funny, I can go this way easily. I can go this way easily because of the right foot forward, right hand forward, I think. But this way, it's hard. It's very hard for me to go this way to my right because I never do this much. So I think Kendo, if you do it a long time, your body will kind of start twisting like this. You can kind of imagine, right? You can imagine if you use one side of the body all the time, like more than 40, 42 years. Of course, something happens to your body, right? So I think it's very important for us to take care of our body and like here, right hand forward. Sometimes you switch and you go, I feel like big enough. Okay, and my favorite shoulder exercise. This This is my favorite exercise and stretch for my shoulder these days. So it can be shinai, okay? Can be shinai and push. Because of my right shoulder surgery, I lost the range of motion. So I need to move it even when I feel pain. So I push my right hand with the stick, just stick. Well, this is Joe actually, Joe. So it goes backwards. And at the same time, stretching here too. Stretch this one, stretch, stretch. And the other way too. Just moving my body big. All right. And I can hear my shoulder joints going click, 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 click. All right. Okay. This is good too. If you do that at the dojo, at the dojo, especially in Japan, you'll be told off big time. But this is not Kendo movement, so I'm just doing some exercise. So if you have some questions, please let me know. Okay, and if you don't, that's fine. Oh, here you go. I'm sorry. There were a lot of, oh, good. Okay, so thank you, Zach. Happy you were born today. Oh, thank you, Koji. Green tea stretching is easier than jumping. It is due to age factor. Of course. My dojo sensei told me to fight like your life depends on it. Should I do like my sensei told me? Lapis. お誕生日。先生、ありがとうございます。Strauss sensei, thank you. ありがとうございます。I didn't know you were watching. I have to be careful then. Okay, so life depends on it. As long as he doesn't say, "Oh, you should be fighting like you as if you're killing them to kill them." I think it's okay. Like life depends. I mean, if you think about it, the kendo is. I'm going to talk while I'm moving. Kendo is. Everyone says that it's derived from samurai swordsmanship, right? A samurai combat system, and it carries samurai teachings. And what is samurai teachings? It is like you are, of course, let me tell you this. If you have a real sword in front of you and your opponent has a real sword in front of you, you cannot get in that easily. You cannot execute your strike that easily, right? That's because your life, it does depend on how you behave, how you act. So that intensity, that that seriousness is important. So I don't want you to get like this, but it is very important to think like you don't want to execute your technique really too easily, because and then you are going to get hurt if you're using real sword or bokto, for example. Shinai as well. Probably you have experienced that you execute a strike and then your opponent just goes like this. It didn't move, and it got you got stabbed. that happens, right? That means, hey, it's not the time to strike. So it is important to take it like that, take it seriously like that. But at the same time, a different phase. For example, if you are still Shodan Nidan Sandan, you have to still learn. You need to learn uh, your distance and when to strike, right? And you don't have to really think about like this. When you're thinking like that, probably your opponent goes "Chut, chut," and it goes "Tong," like this. So uh, Shodanina Sandan, I don't tell them to think like that, but then when they become like, if they are adults, I will tell them, okay, you don't want to strike like that. You don't want to strike like a teenager. You have to think more. But if you, it depends on your level, your age, and I'll tell them differently because everyone is different. But I agree with 活人権ですね、先生。Oh, Zach, thank you. ありがとうございますね。活人権です。そうです。そうです。活人権。活人権、Strauss 先生 wrote here. Yeah, 活人権。活人権. That means the sword to let people live, make them alive. So we don't kill people, right? So through sword, we can improve together. So that's katsujinken. So you have to make sure that you have to depend. Yeah, right. And then here you gotta take it really okay. I'm getting too close, getting close, getting close, getting close, getting close, and then when you go, you have to go. You commit yourself. If you don't commit, you might not get killed, but you won't survive. So kendo was the way of killing. There's a techniques of killing in back in old days, but it turned into the way of the sword, right? The technique, the way of living together. So it's very hard to understand. Well, we are using sword, but how can we make other people live? You don't have to kill. Iaido, for example, they said you don't want to draw out your sword. You don't want to pull a trigger, right? You don't want to draw your sword. Iaido is not to kill, right? You draw your sword because you don't have any other choice. Ne sensei, Strauss sensei. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. So it is true. You need to go, yeah. You are not there to hurt your opponent, but you're there to increase your technique, right? To increase your technique, you got to do your best. Like your life depends on your own kendo. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's very, very important to think like that. I really appreciate your class. Oh, Jose-san, thank you. They are of excellent. Thank you. ありがとうございます。ジェダイ活人権。何 ?Sith Lord。殺人権。殺人権。殺人党っていうね。殺人党。殺人党。殺人。I think I was 殺人党。Okay, so if you do Kendo, my personal opinion, anyway, my personal opinion, you don't do Kendo, you don't do Jigeko, you don't do Shiai to thinking like, okay, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. It's totally opposite of what Kendo is teaching. So I think they are trying to say is you need to have fighting spirit. fighting spirit is important, but I don't think it's necessary to think to kill your opponent. You to think like that. I think there's a conflict. Why do we go back to the techniques of killing? You know, so you need fighting spirit. Fighting spirits have to be for yourself. You know, you have to increase your energy. Right, increase your internal energy, physical energy is not. That's why we are uh, trying to do these things, right? This is for my physiotherapy, physical therapy, but you need to increase your mobility and strength so you can do kendo as long as you want to, hopefully. However you want. I'm trying to improve kendo still. And my sensei told me he felt that he became strong. He felt it when he was 60 something. so as long as you do kendo, guys, you can improve. Doesn't matter what age you are, you can improve. And I think that's the beauty of kendo. My sensei is now 80 something. Man, he's still good. He's in good condition. So, Lapis, no problems. I hope I explained myself good. Yeah, you gotta enjoy kendo. Try to kill others. I don't think it's enjoyable. Once we were warriors, but inside probably you keep it like a fighting spirit, but you're trying to defeat your own, ego, or you want to better than yesterday, right? So that's what we want to do. So I think that's very important for us to remember. All right. So I'm sorry that I just talked a lot today, because my body aches. I cannot do a hard training. All right. So my back hurts. Kendo and injuries go together, but I don't want you to get hurt, especially if you're adults. Take care of your body, and it's not fun. When I was young, I was doing kendo, a lot of shiai. I didn't care when I get injured. I got injection, painkiller, strong painkiller, still did shiai. It worth it back then. But when I look back, and why did I do that? Now I am painful for that. So I suggest that you take a good care of yourself and enjoy kendo as long as you can. Can you suggest exercise to increase stamina, especially for older kendoka? Stamina. I think kendo stamina, the physical endurance, and let's say marathon, is completely different. So if you want to increase your stamina in kendo, I suggest that recently I uploaded kirikaeshi with good breathing method. It's done by Makoto sensei. Okay, so I suggest you do that. Yeah, man. One breath. Okay. Yeah, man. One breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Man, 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 man. One breath. So 2 breaths. Okay. Do that. It will increase your stamina. Okay. Especially when you get old, If you try physical, I'm sure you can still sprint. I don't know how old we're talking about. Like at age, we cannot move like younger people. At age, at my age, I can't move like my. I basically I'm not very athletic at all. So I I cannot run fast. I have horrible physical endurance. My shoulder is screwed. My Achilles tendon snapped once. So MCL, LCL done. I cannot run. But at your level, increasing your heart rate is important, I think. So just when you go outside, just run a little bit. You don't have to run to run hard, but trying to increase your heart rate, and then do kirikashi like that. Kirikashi, and of course, when you do main strike, yeah, man, man, do one breath thingy, all right? As long as you can. You don't want to go, yeah, man, 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 man. Man, you don't want to do that. That's not good. That's not good. If you want to increase your stamina, do it. Do kendo with less breathing. Okay, it's been really good. Oh, I love having lessons about why we do what we do and how it applies to your life, like defeating your own ego and stuff. Oh, good. Thank you, Zach. I still remember. Oh, George, he was Keiko with everyone, and everyone was just like a dummy in front of him. No one could handle his semi. Who are you talking? Oh, my sensei, Miyazaki sensei. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's still in good shape. So yeah, SJMD, yeah, one breath, Keiko. Okay, but don't pass out. Okay, don't pass out. It's just as long as you can. Man, no, it's hard to do, especially if you keep going. You don't have to go man. You don't have to go man, 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 man. You just go one time, man, 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 man. That's fine. And then after that, man, you're out of breath. That's good. Okay, so that's what you need. Yeah, man, that's sense. Yeah, he's still like that, man. He's over 80 now. He's just strong like hell. Oh, happy birthday, and thank you very much, Facebook user. I don't know who you are, but I will check it later. Thank you for coming, guys, and thank you for your birthday wishes. That was very lovely. And Dojo Sensei told us, Lapis, our team, to imagine that we are in battlefield only when we are in competition. Is it true? Ah, I think he means that you have to uh, increase your focus. Battlefield, you got to increase your focus and you go take it seriously. You're not there to play around. I think that's what he meant. Uh, I agree with it. You're not there to lose, right? No one fights to lose. But I don't tell my students to fight to win. Do their best. Do the best kendo. That's why they are training. The Shiai is a good place to test yourself. You've been training hard, and you have an ideal kendo, and you are going to test yourself if what you've been training is working for you. Shiai situation is very different. It's totally different from ordinary training because you're going to fight. Sometimes you're going to fight against someone you never met. So you have to be careful and you have to focus. And of course, it's okay to think, I don't want to lose. Or I want to win. It's okay to think like that. But after all, you are fighting yourself. right? So I tell my students like that. Okay. And the result is the result. You do your best and then you lose. That's fine. All right. That's just a consequence you get from, three referees judging, maybe they make mistake, maybe not. It looks like it, but didn't, but it's okay. Okay. They're there. So, they have to, someone has to judge who wins. Otherwise, we can't do tournaments or should I? So they are there. Okay. Just do what you can do. Oh, I was nervous, so you have to work on your mental status. All right, and oh, I was practicing Debana Kote all up to here, this point, I couldn't do it. Okay, got to work on it more. So that's a test. Okay, Shiai is a test. Especially it involves winning and losing. People get nervous, right? That's why people say in Kendo, we say you got to do share as if you're training, as in your training. You do training as if you're doing share. So both you have to have the mentality, yeah, seriousness. I'm gonna take it serious. You don't change your Kendo. It's because of Shia, because of exam, because of practice. You do one Kendo. You do this Kendo and test yourself in Shia, and then you learn something, back to the dojo, train yourself. Why are you doing that? To better yourself, right? When you're young, I don't lie to you. When I was younger, I do it to win, but I did it to win. But now I'm old enough to I wised myself up. So I do that like that. All right. Okay. In that sense, it was like a kind of grandpa when he was not doing kendo. He is so scared when he has a sword in his hand. Yes, he was a grandpa. Good. To you guys, right? Grandpa is always nice to grandchildren. It's still scary. He's my dad. He's a very scary dad. Anyway, thank you for coming, guys. It's been 7 minutes over. So go back to work and go back to sleep or brush your teeth. Thank you for coming and have a good day and good night and good evening and good morning. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.